Happy 4th of July, this is Ed Dupas. Continuing, finally, with playing and talking about how I came to find some of the songs from my new record, Tennessee Night, how they came to find me. I was previously making videos with my phone and setting up microphones, recording in the Pro Tools, mixing the audio, mastering it as best as I can, stripping the phone audio off, syncing the audio back. It was just a process that was pretty involved, and to come up with a 5-minute video, you know, by the time you got there, the inspiration was sort of gone. So I've got this new camera. It's got built-in speakers. The audio might be quite as good, but it should be all right, and I'll be able to do more because it's fun and easy. Because the Lord knows I can ramble and play. It's all the other work that gets to be a problem, right? The song I wanted to play today, being that it is the 4th of July, is Anthem. In my latest blog, which I'll have linked below, which I'm just going to publish today at the same time as this video, I talk about the beginning of how my life shifted into a strange journey, and how that shift began through songwriting. How I had a marked departure in my life where songs sort of arriving, and what that was I sort of got out of my head and stopped strategically trying to craft songs, and instead feeling them, sort of feeling where they wanted to go. And it didn't take long to realize that all of a sudden the songs were speaking to me in a way they never had, and that other people liked them, you know, which was this weird, counterintuitive, sort of paradoxical thing that I was actually not trying so hard. I was just sort of letting the songs happen, and it was working better. And as I'm going to be doing in my blog, this first one sort of sets the stage for how I started taking this approach to feeling where songs wanted to go, and started spreading it around in my life and experimenting it with other areas, and how that led to interesting adventures and things happening that just might not have otherwise. One of those things was ending up, as I've talked about, in this remote cabin in Tennessee, about an hour outside of Nashville, where I had the genesis of the record Tennessee Night. Four songs came to me in one form or another in those 3 days in that cabin, one of which was Anthem. And the unique thing about Anthem was the songwriting experience, which was how the feeling of writing Anthem felt, as best as I can describe it, like wrestling. Like it was so insistent. And the words just kept coming, and I was hearing sort of a rockin' band in my head, which is almost where the name Anthem must have come from. I don't know where it came from. It just always was Anthem. But from my own suspicions, I guess, it's that the song almost has a arena rock feel to it, you know, or anthem rock. But for 4th of July, I guess the song, although people can hear it any way they want, and I encourage them not to hear songs the way I do, because I'm just trying to feel what they mean to me, and what they mean to me changes as I change. But for me, I didn't have, the song wasn't me speaking to a lover or spouse or anything like that. It was more of an open letter, looking around the United States and the world and at the state of life. It was sort of a continuation of this constant rumination that happens within me, and probably a lot of you as well, that you saw the same sort of ruminations on songs like A Good American Life and Flag, just looking around, not judgmentally. There's no point in judging things as good or bad generally. I don't find it very helpful to me. Not that I don't think certain things are bad, that's not what I'm saying, but just looking non-judgmentally and saying, man, you know, it's hard to be alive on this planet right now. There's just so many little things. Like, when do we get to relax? There just always seems to be these goalposts moving back, you know. And you go to the grocery store and you're checking your own groceries now. They used to employ someone gainfully doing that for you, and now you do it. And it's not like they're knocking 5% off the bill, right? So I feel like this little pattern of, we're just going to outsource customer service to the customers, you know, when you call, kind of thing. I feel like this is what it's like a modern malady in people's lives. It causes a lot of stress. And along with that is the idea that we've got representatives. It's some distant place that are supposed to be representing and helping us solve our problems, which just seems like a dubious proposition to me anyway. How would they? I mean, how could they know? You know, isn't that what I've got to do? And they've got the same problems. They're just trying to get through their lives, you know? So, this isn't to suggest a path forward, this isn't to suggest answers, it's just that life happens to be in a complex place. And Anthem, I feel like, was discussing that and sort of maybe even hinting at some of the ways I've been releasing aspects in my life to positive effect. Anyway, enough talking. This is the song, Anthem. Well, I do believe it's time to go. Come on, we take up with the road, 'cause it's been far too long, we are too far gone. And I do believe it's time to go, 'cause we've been living for the past too long, dreaming on the promises of poets dead and gone. And you can feel it in the wind, yes, it's time to start again, 'cause we've been living for the past too long. And there's a road we followed here, running on hope and driven by fear, tooth and claw of law and dog eat dog, year after year. But don't believe a word they say, 'cause just like you and me, they're all working for their pay. And there's no place to start, just follow your heart. But don't believe a word they say. 'Cause there's a road laid out ahead. Hell, we're going somewhere, but we ain't found it yet. And out here, there's no returns and no exchanges, no regrets. And we ain't got nothing to prove. We did what we did, and we will do what we do, 'cause there ain't no changing, you just learn to stop playing. And we ain't got nothing to prove, and we ain't got nothing to prove. No, we ain't got nothing to prove. Happy 4th of July, y'all.